welcome to The Print. I'm Akshaya, Senior Assistant Editor, and today I bring you my story, DMK's Rising Star or Crown Too Soon, inside MK Stalin's son, Udhayanidhi's swift ascent as a minister. On 27th November last year, members of the Dravida Munnetra Karagam had gifted gold drinks to babies born in many of Tamil Nadu's government hospitals and had also organized blood donation camps, boating competitions, and gave new uniforms to auto rickshaw drivers and even distributed rations and blankets to the underprivileged. Some DMK members even went on to do skydiving. The reason for this grand display was to mark the birthday celebrations of 45-year-old Udhayanidhi Stalin, son of Chief Minister MK Stalin and grandson of DMK patriarch M. Karunanidhi. A film star turned politician, Udhayanidhi won his first assembly elections in 2021. Just over a year later, in December 2022, he was sworn in as a minister in his father's cabinet, cementing his role as a rising star in the DMK. Despite his political lineage, Stalin Jr. has a style of his own. For instance, he's often seen sporting a jeans and a white shirt, adorned with the DMK symbol, a rising sun, in contrast to his father's standard attire of a white shirt and veshti. And while both MK Stalin and Karunanidhi could be described as commanding, Udhayanidhi, on the other hand, tends to be more casual. DMK cadres don't seem to mind at all. He doesn't have the eloquence of his grandfather or deliver of speeches like his father, but his speeches are mostly like conversation, and that is what attracts the youth to him, say members of the youth wing to The Print. However, ever since he was inducted into his father's cabinet, Udhayanidhi Stalin has battled accusations of benefiting from dynasty politics and of being anointed too early. Despite being a relative political novice, he holds multiple portfolios: youth welfare and sports development, poverty elevation program and rural indebtedness, and his father's pet project, that is special programs implementation. So far, his performance as a minister has not been called into question, but another controversy is currently casting a pall. And this week, an unverified audio clip went viral in which State Finance Minister Palanivel Tyagarajan can be perpetually heard saying that both Uday, as his Kion is known, and Sabari, V. Sabari, Stalin's son-in-law and Uday's brother-in-law, have made more money in 1 year, and that this has become a problem. The clip has been widely shared by the state's BJP leaders, including Tamil Nadu President K. Annamalai. Further, just a week prior to this clip emerging, Annamalai had also released the so-called expose of alleged financial misdeeds by Sabarisan. He had also demanded to know who had funded Udhayanidhi's film production company, Red Giant Movies, and various other allegations were made in the DMK files. Udhayanidhi, meanwhile, has sent a legal notice demanding Rs 50 crore compensation from Annamalai for the defamatory remarks the BJP state president has made, and the BJP is yet to react. A controversy also plays out. Political analyst Radha Krishnan told The Print that Udhayanidhi will have to step up his game if he is to follow in his grandfather and father's footsteps. Uday will have to prove himself. He will get a lot of leeway as the son of the Talaivar, the leader, but this is only until Stalin is at the helm of affairs, Radha Krishnan said. However, Ramu Manivannan, a professor and head of the Department of Politics and Public Administration at the University of Madras, speaking to The Print, yet again said that even if third generation leaders come from the home cabinets of power, they couldn't always be expected to be like their predecessors. Here is a quick look at the swift rise of Udhayanidhi in the political arena and how he is perceived by DMK members, the opposition, and others who have worked with Udhayanidhi so far. Until just a couple of years ago, Udhayanidhi was best known to the people of Tamil Nadu as an actor and film producer, To most, he was recognizable as the silver screen heartthrob who valiantly rescued Aditi Rao Hydari in Psycho or the upright cop in Nenjukanidi, among many other roles that he's made memorable. While Udhayanidhi's political journey had started in 2019 as a DMK's youth wing leader, it was only in March 2021, just ahead of the assembly elections, that he came to the fore as a presence to be reckoned with. But here too, his showmanship set him apart. Speaking to the print, former DMK MP TKS Elangovan said Uday contributed cinematic flair to the party's rallies. And one such moment was when Udhayanidhi, the then youth wing secretary, turned up for a campaign rally with a red brick in his hand. He sarcastically told the crowd that the brick was Madurai's All India Institute of Medical Sciences' brick. This was a jibe at the Narendra Modi led union government. The Prime Minister himself had laid the institution's foundation stone in January 2019, but construction was yet to start for the project. He was very unlike other ordinary speakers, said Ilangovan, and added that people loved him wherever he went. Crowd pulling power aside, Udhayanidhi's organizational skills were also noticed within the DMK soon after he took over as the party's youth wing leader in 2019, a position that his father M.K. Stalin had held for close to 35 years until 2017. Udhayanidhi was credited for getting 22 lakh new youth wing members enrolled with the party and for strengthening its organizational structure. He created a cross-verification process via a call center that was set up in which each new enrolled person was called to check if he or she voluntarily joined the party, said Kanchipuram MLA and DMK's student wing secretary CVMB Irlarasan. First time MLA to minister. In May 2021, Udhayanidhi was elected as the MLA from Chepok Tiruvallikeni, a constituency in Chennai, by a fat margin of more than 68,000 votes. This was no ordinary seat, but Karunanidhi's bastion between 1996 and 2011. However, even as the Stalin-led DMK formed government, after a 10-year wait, the second wave of the pandemic left little time for celebration. Within just 3 days of the swearing-in ceremony, we had seen that Tamil Nadu was once again under complete lockdown. A senior IAS officer who was involved in the state's COVID crisis management told the print that Udhayanidhi was a regular visitor to the COVID war room that was set up in the state's capital. During the phase of oxygen shortage, we had a COVID room to monitor the situation in the state, said the IAS officer, and added that Udhayanidhi would frequent the room and would stay for several hours to monitor the situation on ground. While many have questioned Udhayanidhi's swift leap from first-time MLA to minister, holding multiple portfolios, many officials in his department who work closely with him say that he's up for the responsibility. An IAS officer who has closely worked with Udhayanidhi in the Youth Welfare and Sports Development Department, as well as the Special Programs Implementation Department, goes on to say that the minister has a contemporary outlook and a mindset and takes decisions very quickly. At the same time, he's noted Udhayanidhi does not rush to work. Like he is a calm person. Meanwhile, in the assembly too, Udhayanidhi with his witty replies has won the hearts of many like-minded fellow legislators. More recently, we had seen how Udhayanidhi's remarks on SP Velumani's comment about IPL had also become a witty remark where many of the legislators were laughing about. But at the same time, analysts say that if he has to be taken seriously and if he wants to shine in the assembly, then he will have to know not just the DMK's history, but also the state and the country's history, and the responses that he gives in the floor of the house should not be always witty. So we had seen that during the recent assembly sessions in Tamil Nadu, AIADMK leader SP Velumani had requested in the assembly that MLAs be given tickets to watch the Indian Premier League when it's happening in Chepauk in Chennai. And Udhayanidhi very quickly joked that the demand should be kept not to him but to the Union Home Minister Amit Shah's son Jai Shah, who is the secretary of the BCCI. So these kind of remarks, though it might seem very funny in the assembly, this won't help him go for the long run, says analysts. While many of the DMK applaud the remark, BJP leaders had accused him of playing divisive politics as well. And we have to also see that when Udhayanidhi's first major initiative as a sport minister has been to establish the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister's Trophy Games, which focuses on identifying and nurturing talents across various sports. The event, for which rupees 50 crore has been allocated, will bring people of different age groups and from various districts to the state's capital to have a state level platform for them. The IAS officer who spoke to ThePrint went on to say that Udhayanidhi's priorities have been very clear: state of the art infrastructure facility, revamping existing stadiums and building new stadiums, mini stadiums, providing monetary support for the athletes. These are some of them. And also he's most importantly focusing on meeting them on a daily basis with the aim to interact and encourage them, added the IAS officer. Meanwhile, under Udhayanidhi's watch, Tamil Nadu is also set to witness many firsts in the sports arena. Earlier this month, Udhayanidhi announced that Chennai will host the Asian Championship Trophy Hockey Tournament from 3rd to 12th August. This is in fact will be India's first hosting the tournament. Additionally, the department will also see that the World Surfing League QS 3000 will also take place in Chennai and India for the first time. Furthermore, the state capital will also host Chennai World Squash Cup in June. In March, Udhayanidhi also met Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Delhi and had requested that Tamil Nadu be given an opportunity to host the next Khelo India Games. Udhayanidhi's appointment to head the special program implementation, which was previously held by MK Stalin, the chief minister, has significantly increased Udhayanidhi's power in government, say analysts. The SBI department is responsible for monitoring and coordinating the implementation of various flagship government projects and schemes and closely collaborating with departments such as agriculture, energy, water, education, health, rural development, industry and infrastructure, according to the Tamil Nadu government website. It is also seen that the department also oversees the implementation of announcements made by the Chief Minister under Rule 110 in the Tamil Nadu State Assembly. Under this controversial rule, a statement or announcement made by the CM or any other minister cannot be debated or countered by the opposition. During a visit to Salem earlier this year, Udhayanidhi inaugurated 291 projects worth rupees 105.64 crore and laid foundation for 11 schemes worth 1.36 crore. He claimed that 70% of DMK's election promises had been fulfilled by the government in the last 20 months. Well, Udhayanidhi's appointment in the SPI puts him in a position to supervise other ministers and their respective departments. Progress on fulfilling the DMK's election promises. There has been no reported friction thus far between Udhayanidhi and other minister. Many of us know him from childhood and we have seen him grow. He has maintained that respect, said a senior leader of the DMK while talking about Udhayanidhi. Uday has always addressed everybody as Anna in the party, says the senior leader. Senior IAS officer who works with Udhayanidhi also mentioned that he regularly reviews and follows up on all major schemes of various departments in SBI. This includes tracking their progress and identifying any bottlenecks. While there are bi-monthly reviews held at the CM's level for SBI, Udhayanidhi conducts monthly reviews. And during each time he attends a meeting, he takes notes. When there is a follow-up meeting, he refers back to his notes and also checks if the appropriate action has been taken by the concerned authorities, said the senior IAS officer talking to the print, quoting about the first-time minister. Government officials who closely work with Udhayanidhi in the state secretariat claim that the minister has been more of a patient learner than a self-important son of CM over the past few months. To his team in the office, he has shown that he is here to learn, understand, and act, is what a senior IAS officer speaking to the print on request of anonymity said. Another senior official who also works closely with Udhayanidhi says that the deputy minister that Udhayanidhi is a man of numbers. He's very oriented towards the depth that a number can convey, said the IAS officer. As a minister, Udhayanidhi is known to hold weekly reviews of each of his departments. And every time Udhayanidhi is in office, the minister is known to meet any visitor who comes to meet him between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. without the need for a prior appointment. Several of his senior secretaries said this to the print. While CM MK Stalin has been conducting his own field reviews known as Kalayayivil Mudalamachar, Udhayanidhi accompanies him on some of these visits and also goes on separate individual trips. When together father and son usually share the stage, Udhayanidhi's new profile provides him with an ample opportunity to travel the length and breadth of the state. Also, political observers say that this gives a glimpse to track how the DMK is projecting him as a next in line. His campaign against Hindi imposition, PM Modi and BJP has given the DMK an opportunity to put Udhayanidhi in the picture and project him as a mobilizer. It is part of the political narrative, said Ramu Manivannan, speaking to the print. It was in his fourth term as an MLA that MK Stalin was given a cabinet seat. Udhayanidhi, on the other hand, was handed a cabinet position in just about a year and a half of becoming an elected representative to the state assembly. The roadmap to his elevation was his impressive performance and campaigning in the Lok Sabha and also the assembly polls, said DMK leaders to the print. They also maintained that the decision to elevate Udhayanidhi reflects the wishes of the party cadres. The party wants a good commander, a leader, and that is what Udhayanidhi is, said another DMK member speaking to the print. But the opposition feels otherwise. The crown of minister came to him only because he is from the Karunanidhi family. It did not come based on merit or years of toiling in public life, said AIADMK spokesperson Hovai Satyan speaking to the print. Amar Prasad Reddy, President of Sports and Skills Development for the state BJP, also criticized Udhayanidhi's focus on his movie production company, Red Giant Movies. He doesn't have a vision. Udhayanidhi is only interested in photo ops. He's only thinking about the growth of Red Giant Movies, not the states, accused Reddy while speaking to the print. Even amid criticism over his elevation, the call for Udhayanidhi's promotion to Deputy Chief Minister is gaining momentum within the party. Most likely in a year's time, Uday's elevation will happen again and he will be the Deputy CM. It will spell doom for the DMK, said Satyan, speaking to the print. Analysts though believe that a lot rests on Udhayanidhi's conduct from this point on. Although he has already gained the party's support, there is still much for the young politician to learn, according to Analyst Priyan. While people may find his remarks amusing now, he will have to learn to give more formal responses, said Priyan. He also noted that while the DMK has elevated Udhayanidhi to a ministerial position, he must also familiarize himself with not only his ministries but also the significant developments that are happening in the government. Most importantly, he will have to stop his party members from adulating him. He still has a lot to prove and achieve, added Priyan. Offering some pragmatic advice, senior political analyst Radha Krishnan said that Udhayanidhi had to adopt two habits of both his grandfather and father. Udaya has to learn to start working early and keep up time. Two things that both Karunanidhi and Stalin have followed. That's all I have for you today. I'm Akshana, Senior Assistant Editor with ThePrint.